Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! The Chiefs make over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Go, go, go!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. All right, T. Let's. All right, T. Go on. Snap.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah. Motion. Look at me. Zipper. No chance. Hey. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Fine.
They'll try the right side with Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Down. 50. Play. I got one. Topper. Hit it.
Block now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Yellow. Are you willing? Get that ball. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dag.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Not that time for Watkins.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
61, match box, light. Hey, box drop. Jim. Shoot.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge steam going.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
15 line. 80 weapon. Watch the pass.
Throwing now is Locke. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Derrick Henry. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Block now, hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run. It's Henry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
43! 43! Watch out,
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Lock now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Any weapon.
From midfield, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Got it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. On third down, Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Check. Cross. Hey, switch gear. H3, 2, 18. Chopper.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's Lock to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
61. Matchbox, right.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, snap.
To throw his lock. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On the ready. 44, Mike, 44. Hey. Out. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
Turn to stop.
Back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Orbit. 44 to Mike. Check. I got you.
Lock to throw. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Back to throw. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Hey, echo.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Get it.
They'll look to throw.
Push it back.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot.
Said than done. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Hill, the intended receiver once again. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.